Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my 2019 goals. So this video is coming off of the heels of my makeup inventory. That's the last video that I believe I filmed and uploaded to this YouTube channel. So with that being said, after I had never done an inventory before, and after seeing the numbers, I was kind of surprised, and that the fact that I was surprised bothers me more than some of the numbers do, if that makes sense. I just didn't realize that I had 25 foundations. I knew I had a lot, but hearing the number 25 kind of wakes me up a little bit. So with that being said, and I know this is a big trend this year on YouTube, and rightly so. I think that we easily get caught up into the new, and people buy quicker than we can use up products, and I know that's what I did in 2017 and 2018. I enjoy trying new things, but I was buying them at such a rate that I literally I can't use them up at the rate that I'm buying. And I'm also not someone who's personally very good at decluttering or letting things go. So with that being said, 2019 is going to be a low buy year for me. I wish I could say no buy year, but I'm afraid that if I did, that I would absolutely fail. Because I know myself, I don't like to have limits placed on me that are too hard, and I'm afraid if I say no buy that I will absolutely fail, so I'm gonna say low buy. Alright, here are my low buy rules. If I run out of something, I can replace it. And judging by the numbers in my inventory, I don't think that's gonna happen for a while, because I have, as we all saw, I have plenty of makeup. So skincare might be another thing. I'm actually planning later today to film my skincare inventory, so I'm pretty sure that my numbers are fine. I have plenty of backups of certain things, but I know there will be a couple things that I will want to buy and replace throughout the year. Specifically, at some point I will probably buy something with more SPF in it, especially for the summer. I will need at some point another vitamin C serum, because they don't last more than 3 or 4 months. And I am keeping it in the fridge, hoping that maybe it will last a little longer, but we'll see. So I know there will be a couple small skincare staples that I will absolutely need to replace, but I actually don't think I will need many makeup replacements in 2019. Now, a part of my low buy for my rule number 2 is I am going to let myself shop, but I'm not going to do it. I had in the past, I would peruse the internet and look at all my emails and see what was on sale, and that would drive me to find things. I love buying things on sale. And so I know I can't turn that off completely, but I'm going to try to not look at emails as much. So for example, I'm trying to only let myself shop really during 3, maybe 4 times of the year, and that's going to be the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. They do one in the spring and they do one in the fall. And I'm also going to let myself shop on the day that they do. I think Ulta Beauty does one day a year where they do 10 times the points on your entire purchase, and I want to buy stuff that day that I kind of just want to see. I might let myself go a little ham on that day. We'll see. And then also at Christmas time, if I've followed my rules, I might let myself grab 1 or 2 things that have really stuck in my brain. If that by the end of the year, if there's still a couple products that have just stuck in my brain as I want these things, I will either maybe ask for them as a Christmas present or possibly pick them up myself for my Christmas present to myself. So I'm trying to cut down on the amount of shopping that I do, and then we'll see what happens. To go along with letting myself shop those couple of times in the year, and to be honest, I may end up breaking down and walking through a store and maybe picking up a little item here or there, but I'm gonna try to also put some limits on myself here. So to give myself some shopping guidelines, I'm going to ask myself a couple different things. One is, have I used up a product of that nature this year? Because if I haven't used one up this year, I probably don't need a replacement of it. So that's something that I need to kind of check myself first with. Another thing about shopping some of these Ulta sales, or shopping online in general, is if it's a US site, I have to consider how to get that to Sweden. And I don't want to ask my family to send it to me because it's expensive. And I don't want to pay the shipping over here to me personally because it's, again, expensive. So if it's something that also I don't want to get broken in the mail, then I don't need to buy it and send it to the US because I'm not gonna want to take the risk of shipping it from the US to Sweden and then receiving it completely shattered. So I'm hoping that that will be a big deterrent for me this year. And then also thirdly, I'm trying to give myself a budget of $25 a month on any beauty related item. So $25 a month is way lower than probably some of my previous spendings in the past, but you know, that's $300 for the year. If I could say that my beauty spending was under $300 for the year, I think I would be so excited and proud of myself for really, I think that would really mean that I didn't bring so much in that I didn't get to enjoy parts of my collection. That means that I really got to spend time with things that I own, learn how to use them more, learn what I like, and really figure out a way in the future to curate my collection. So let's move into some makeup goals, not necessarily related to a low buy. So this year, I want this year to be a year that I kind of just blow my own mind in terms of how much product I can use up. I want to surprise myself. I've done project pans in the past. I did them for a little bit on my own before starting my channel. And then, well, I did them for a little bit on my own. Then I did like a couple on Instagram. And then I started my YouTube channel. And I believe March or April will be a year for me on this platform. And I haven't in the past uploaded a ton, but that's because we had a lot going on. We were preparing for an international move, and then moving has been crazy, and adjusting to a new culture has been it hasn't been easy. So I want to this year really get into more project pans. I want to do a ton of project pans this year. I really enjoy panning. I learn something new every time that I do it, and so I really want to do a lot more of them this year. So you'll see a lot more coming up in the future, and I'm very excited. I already have like 3 in mind to do within the first like half of the year. Yeah, so keep an eye out for those. Another goal for me this year, makeup wise, is to kind of help myself learn what my ideal collection might look like. So I know a lot of people, again, when going back to the inventory thing, people take stock of what they have. They say, you know, I have X amount of this product and my ideal number of that product would be Y. And while I can say I have 25 foundations, I'm not really confident that I know what my ideal foundation collection would look like. You know, in my head, I'm thinking, well, maybe ideally people would say that you only need like 2 or 3 foundations because you don't go through foundation that quickly. But in my head, I also know that I personally like to try foundations, and I like to rotate things out a little more than maybe I don't know, maybe the usual person might not want to switch things out as much as I do. So I want to figure out what that is. And I think that's only going to start by whittling my numbers down. And then once I'm down to a smaller collection, and if I feel like, well, I'm not getting enough rotation, then I can expand a little bit. But I want to kind of work my way down and then figure it out from there. A couple more things this year that I want to do better with is I want to learn to wear color more, especially in eyeshadow. I love colorful eyeshadow looks. I love doing them in my privacy of my own home and maybe on camera, and then I don't usually wear them out and about as much. I think I get a little bit in my own head that like, you're over 30, what are people gonna think? And when like in the past, I've never really cared about that until I hit 30. And I kind of want to remove that from my life. I don't need that. Makeup is for me. I enjoy it for me. And if I want to wear really bright colors on my eyes, then I need to stop holding myself back, because I'm the only one who's holding myself back there. So colorful eyeshadow is going to be something that I push myself to wear more in 2019, as well as glitter. I have all these beautiful Stila glitters because I love them so much, and then I like line them up in a row and stare at them rather than use them. And so I want that to change in 2019. I want to make a point of wearing a glitter like every week if I can, because they're beautiful and they deserve to be on my eyes. So that's what we're gonna do in 2019 a little bit more. Along with that, a couple of channel goals that I have this year is that I want to continue to connect with people here on YouTube. Like, I can't thank those of you who are watching my videos enough, because y'all have been a huge social outlet for me, and it makes my heart full to have people who watch videos and they comment regularly, and I don't know, I feel connected to something in my life, and so I appreciate that. I want more of that this year, so I'm looking forward to 2019. And I look forward to uploading more so that I can connect to that even more. So my goal is going to be to upload maybe 2 to 3 times a week, I'm hoping. I'm working really hard to try to plan videos. I always in the past kind of felt like I wasn't creative enough to come up with stuff like that, but this year I'm gonna really push myself. I know I'm more creative than I give myself credit for, and I wanna stop limiting myself in that area, and I wanna upload more often. So I'm already doing pretty well with that. I have been doing that so far since we got home. I have a whole list of video ideas already that I'm going to work on getting done this year, and so I'm really excited to continue down that path, and I feel like I hope my motivation and energy level continues, because right now I feel very inspired and excited. And another thing for my YouTube channel is that I want to come out of my shell a little bit more. When I go back and I look at earlier videos of me, some of the first Project Pan videos, even especially the first couple of months that we were in Sweden, I can tell that I was having a hard time because my energy level is like this, and I'm really like almost too polite on camera, and that is me. Like, I'm a very polite person, but at the same time, it's not me. I have a real sense of humor, whether or not you've seen it here on YouTube. I have one, and I want to show that more. I want to be myself more, and I know that takes time, and so I think with time it's going to take practice, so it only makes sense for me to continue to motivate myself to upload more, because that is where I will start to come out of my shell. And any time that you can be yourself, you're happier. And so I know that me being able to do that on camera will make me happier, but also, again, being able to connect with people and really be myself and really connect to the YouTube community, that's only going to drive me to be happier. So that's a big goal for me in 2019. Okay, and so I think we're coming to the end of this video. I talked about my low buy, a couple of rules that I've set for myself for my low buy, and I've talked about some channel goals and makeup goals this year. I'm not going to make this video too long, so that's going to wrap everything up. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, what are your 2019 goals? I'd love to hear them. You know, if you have any suggestions for goals for me, heck, I'm open to that too. So please, again, comment down below, say hello. If you enjoy this kind of content and you like Project Pans, you're going to get a lot of them. So please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.